Yay. Welcome to Sweeten the Pot of Life with Tonya. This is where I inspire you, encourage you, uplift you, and motivate you to live the best life possible, to feel good about you, who you are, why you are, the way you are. If you're a subscriber, welcome back. And if you haven't subscribed, I'd love for you to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be alerted to when I do a new video. Yes, indeed. And I'm not going to promise the days anymore because as life goes, I am not able to really do that. I have to do them when I can. And I can today. And today I'd like to ask you this question. What is your personal health vibe? What is your personal health vibe? Everyone has a different personal health vibe. Some people's health vibe is vegan, others vegetarian, others carnivore, omnivore. Okay, and whatever is good for you is your personal health vibe. How does it make you feel? Does it make you feel good when you eat it? Does it make your body feel good when you eat? Okay, are you feeling as healthy as you want to feel? Okay, at this particular time in your life, there are various things. There are people who get on people who eat meat and they say that they're not spiritually evolved because they eat meat. Come on, for real? I mean, for real. There are shamans that eat meat, and there are people who are vegetarian who go to study with the shaman, and it's like, let me just tell you, I'm going to share this story with you. There was a man I had met in New York a number of years ago, and he was a vegetarian, and he wanted to study with a shaman in Africa. And he went, and they were cooking, and the shaman ate meat. Okay, and this man, he said, "Oh, I'm a vegetarian. I don't eat meat." And he was told, "The shaman eats meat. If you don't eat what the shaman eats, we can't trust you, and therefore you can't study with the shaman." So he decided, since he wanted to learn from the shaman, he decided to eat the meat. And what I had gathered from that, we have opinions, don't we? But what I had gathered was that he thought that because he was a vegetarian, that he was more spiritually evolved. But yet and still, he was going to study with a shaman who ate meat. So just because you are not a vegetarian doesn't mean that, you know, that you're spiritually evolved. Okay? You're spiritually evolved because you have love in your heart and because you seek to be spiritually evolved. It really, to me, it doesn't have anything to do with what you're eating. Now, what you're eating can be really, really, really good for you. Your body can smell fresher and be fresher the less meat you eat. But if you eat a lot of meat and you want your body to smell fresher, there are things that you can eat in order for that to happen. All right. There's some people that are allergic to fruit. I met a young lady who was allergic to fruit. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, "You're allergic to fruit?" She was like, "Yeah, I break out. I get allergies. I get itchy. I can't eat fruit." And I'm like, wow, that's deep. And of course, there's some people that are allergic to citrus fruits, but she was allergic to all fruit. All right. So she would never make it as a fruitarian, I tell you. All right. But you have to have your own personal health vibe. What is good for you? Why? If you just, when I say why, it's like there are some people that'll say, okay, well, you'll never get cancer if you're a vegan or a vegetarian. Well, that's not true because there are people who have gotten cancer and died and they were vegetarians. I don't know how many were vegans, but I do know of cases where they were vegetarians, and there are a lot of women who end up with ovarian cancer and breast cancer. And, I have a friend that just passed. She was a health nut. Okay. She didn't eat meat. She always took supplements and made different kinds of vegetarian drinks and vegetable drinks and all that sort of stuff. And when I heard that she had cancer, I was floored. I was floored. Trust me. I was like, not her. Not my sister who doesn't drink, she doesn't smoke, she doesn't eat meat. You know, she ended up with cancer. It riddled her entire body. It riddled her entire body. She had cancer all throughout her body, in her brain, everywhere. And she was like, she had just turned, what, 58? I was floored. I was absolutely floored because I would have never, ever expected her to have cancer. But it just goes to show you it's not always what you eat, from what I understand. I don't know this for a fact, but from what I understand is that we all have cancer cells in us, and there are certain things that happen in our lives that activate those cancer cells. And that could be what happened with her. Okay. I don't know. All I know is I was in a state of shock when I heard that cancer had eaten my friend alive. I was shocked. Um, so my husband and I, we don't eat a lot of red meat, but we do eat red meat. Okay. We recently found a butcher. Yay. No hormones in the chicken and the meat and stuff like that. So we don't buy our meat from the supermarket anymore. We go to the butcher, and I'm thankful that we did find a butcher. We eat a lot of chicken. Oh, 10,000 ways to cook chicken. And we eat shrimp and we eat fish, and we enjoy our food. And, I might even incorporate some veal, because we like veal. So I might incorporate veal, occasionally. Not all the time, but occasionally. So to me, okay, it's like, what is your personal health vibe? If your personal health vibe is meat and potatoes, and there are some people that's all they eat is meat and potatoes, meat and potatoes, it's like, where are your greens? Meat and potatoes, meat and potatoes. And they're healthy because it's their personal health vibe. There are other people who are vegan or vegetarian and they're very healthy. That's their vibe. That's their personal health vibe. There are other people that eat, their meat, their potatoes, rice, and vegetables, their personal health vibe. I am one who also believes to bless your food. Bless your food. And in blessing the food, to me, you help to shift the alchemical structure, the molecules within the food. And if it's cooked with love, if it's something that you enjoy and you want to eat it, then that to me is part of your personal health vibe. You have to find what works for you, not just because something is trendy or because someone is trying to shame you into, not eating this and not eating that and eating this and eating that. Don't let anyone shame you because of what you eat or what you don't eat. Meat eaters shouldn't be shaming vegans and vegetarians and vice versa. No one needs to be shaming anyone about what they eat. No one needs to put a curse on anyone by saying, you're going to get such and such because you're eating such and such. You're going to die because you're eating such and such. I mean, come on, for real? Really? No putting a curse on anyone because of what they eat or what they don't eat, because you don't know what their personal health vibe is. Love is the greatest healer in the world. The greatest healer in the world. Mindset is a powerful thing. You can be going through a disease, a sickness, an illness. You don't have to die from it. The mindset, they're miracles. I mean, come on. We are miracles. Miracles happen all the time. All the time. All right. So if you should get sick, if you should get a disease, if you should get some kind of an illness, it's not the end all be all to everything. It's a very good possibility that it's not your time to leave the planet. It's a very good possibility that you have to have the experience of that disease, that sickness, or that illness in order for you to evolve to another place in your mind and in your heart. Okay. Maybe you have to have that experience so that you can share with someone else the miracle of your healing. Okay. You know, but your personal health vibe is yours. It's all yours. It doesn't belong to anybody but you. And I need you to remember that, because there are people out here that will shame you. They will try to shame you. They will try to curse you because you eat meat or you don't eat meat. And that's not a good thing. That's not sweet. It's not sweet at all. So anyway, do you. Do you. That is what's very important. Bless your food. I've seen people snap their fingers over their food. You know, People just lay hands like doing Reiki over their food. Other people do the normal prayer over their food. Some people hold their hands up over their, whatever it is. Bless your food, okay? And know that whatever it is that you're putting into your system is good for you. If you enjoy it, it's good for you. Balance. It's good for you. Balance. All right, balance out the chocolate with some nuts. Tanya, you're so silly. Whatever. I like being silly sometimes. So anyway, listen, I just had to drop that on you because I know how some folk are. Yes, I do. Oh, I'm better than you because I'm this. Oh, really? That doesn't make you better at all. Okay, so anyway, that's all I have to say for today. Okay. Um, Also, my ooh, my pillow, my pillow, my pillow, my pillow, pillow, pillow. All right, is available at my Teespring store, which will be in the link, and my book, Drops of Honey, Honey Drops to Sweeten the Pot of Life. It's like a little journal workbook, and there are quotes and affirmations, and you can write, down in the little space down there your thoughts on that quote or affirmation, and that's available at Amazon. And the link to that will also be in the description. Okay, and I appreciate everyone who's made a purchase of either the book or a pillow. Yay! So it's pillows and mugs and wall hangings and tote bags. That's what's at Teespring. Okay, so listen, hey, you have a wonderful day. Always remember that you are loved, you are lovable, and you are loving. And don't you ever forget that. Until next time, peace, love, and much, much joy.